It has a population of more than 15 million people, and around 80% of that population live from subsistence farming, surviving through consistent famines. But it's set to become the world's second largest exporter of uranium after new deals with French and Chinese companies. Joining me from London is Ayo Johnson from the Africa Inform news agency. To what extent, Ayo Johnson, do you think this natural resource wealth has played a part in the political instability?
It has, significantly. As you know, it's one of the second largest of uranium deposits. It's got a large wealth of oil, which is why they've signed deals with the Chinese, not to mention that with the French. It would appear that the president wanted to extend his term above and beyond what the constitution allowed him. And he tried to force a change which was unconstitutional, and it would appear that the military juntas who've taken over today have reacted to that. We must be mindful that the opposition, parts of the opposition, are supporting the military, be it the military coup is unconstitutional in itself. So what you have is chaos. Large numbers of people are quite concerned in their homes, and it's a frightening time for all Nigerians currently.
Yeah. The thing is that apparently there's this kind of superficial calm on the streets because there's been talk about restoring democracy to Niger. Have these people got a track record for being able to actually institute a democracy?
Well, a track record, yes. Well, we've had a leader who's President Tanja, who's been in power for a protracted period of time, over 10 years. The people, the opposition, have been wishing for change. They've been asked for democracy to be fully implemented in that country. But the argument that the president would make, if there was any to make at all, was that there's been some level of stability where he's attracted large numbers of investment into that country. But the question is that large numbers of his people are very, very poor. So there hasn't been a trickle down. So there's always these elements of concern where people within the army, people within many of the institutions are very unhappy at the fact that people are living in poverty when they truly should not be.
It looks as if the AU, the African Union, and ECOWAS want to get involved immediately. What influence can they really have, though?
Well, I would expect them to condemn it, as they've done, and of course ECOWAS and the African Union. I would expect them to impose sanctions immediately. Sanctions which would curtail the junta's ability to travel, their ability to their bank accounts, and sort of put them in a little box, if one could put it that way. And hopefully that would apply the relevant pressure for them to bring constitution back to that country and call for early elections. Because the elections were due anyway. It's very important that these go ahead. The safety of the president and those around him is also paramount because they've been arrested. We do not want any more blood spilling, as we've seen so far, where we've had a handful of soldiers lose their lives. But we don't want the population to be traumatized, and it's very important that we have some level of stability in that part of the world. So the African Union has to apply some pressure, and it would appear that they will be following that, as I've explained already.
Thank you very much indeed, Ayo.